Ryan, do you remember how we used to fight about everything? I mean, everything. Oh, I remember. Like the time we argued over who got the bigger slice of pizza. That wasn't just one time, it was every single time we ordered pizza. And you always try to trick me. You'd say, this slice looks bigger because of the crust. But it was just your way of stealing the best piece. You liar. Okay, maybe I did that once or twice, but you weren't innocent either. You always took my stuff without asking. That's because you had the coolest toys. I couldn't help it. Remember your remote control car? Oh, don't remind me. Of course, I remember that toy. You broke it. It wasn't my fault. I was just trying to make it jump over the stairs, that's all. And it didn't survive the landing. I was so mad at you. I remember that. Yeah, you didn't talk to me for a whole day, but then mom made us play together like always. And mom and dad were so good at making us get along all the time. Do you remember their team challenges? I always remember those things. Of course, like when they made us clean the garage together. They said, if you fight, you vote, lose dessert. Damn. And we wanted dessert more than anything, so we worked together. That was smart of them. Very smart. And honestly, those challenges taught us a lot, like how to share and cooperate, even if we didn't always want to. True. But let's be honest, we had a lot of fun too. Like the time, oh, remember our bike races in the neighborhood? Oh, yeah, I remember that. I always beat you. Yeah, right. Only because your bike was faster. That's it. Or maybe, just maybe, I was just better, right? Yeah, right. Sure. Keep telling yourself that. It will work somehow. But seriously, despite all the fighting, we had each other's backs all the time. Like when that kid in school tried to bully me. I will never forget that moment. I remember that. I couldn't let anyone mess with you, even if I teased you at home. Exactly. And I always looked up to you, even when you annoyed me. Thanks, Ryan. I guess all those fights made us stronger, right? They did. And now we can laugh about it. That's something good. Ryan, do you remember that time when mom had to go to the hospital and dad was working late? We were home alone and you were only 6. Yeah, I remember. I was so scared. I kept asking, is mom going to be okay? And I remember you. You try to be so strong, Alex. You were, in fact. Well, I had to. You were crying, and I didn't want you to feel worse. But if I have to be honest, I was just as scared as you were. So scared. You hugged me all night. I'll never forget that. It made me feel like everything would be okay. Oh, and it was. Mom came home a few days later, smiling as always. That moment taught me how important it is to take care of each other, no matter what. You always looked out for me, even when I didn't deserve it. Thank you. I think that's what brothers do. But, like, when? Like when we had that huge fight over my video game. Oh, I remember. You refused to let me play, so I turned off the console while you were winning. And I chased you around the house. That was funny. Yeah, but then we started punching each other. That didn't end well. Nope. I ended up with a black eye, and you had a scratch on your face. Mom was so mad, but then she made us apologize and shake hands. And after that, we just sat there laughing at how ridiculous we were. Alex, do you remember the storm? That really bad one when we were little? What a storm! Oh, yeah, the power went out and it was so dark. I was terrified of the thunder. I kept hiding under the table. I grabbed a flashlight and sat with you under there. I told you stories to distract you. Yeah, you made up that silly story about a superhero who could fight storms. You even called him, what was his name? Let me remember, Thunderboy. Hey, you loved it. Thunderboy was your favorite superhero. I did. You always knew how to make me feel safe. Dad and mom taught us well. Yeah, mom and dad. You know, Ryan, sometimes I wish we could go back just for a day. Back to when mom and dad, when they were still with us. Yeah, me too. They gave us everything, even when times were hard. Remember how Dad would always make us laugh, even when we got in trouble? He had that way of making it feel okay. He knew how to do it, always. Like when we broke his favorite coffee mug playing soccer in the living room, he just shook his head and said, "At least you didn't break each other." And Mom, oh, she was the heart of everything. Always making sure we were okay, always there for us all the time. I'll never forget how she stayed up all night when I was sick that one time. She didn't sleep at all, just sat by my bed with a cold towel for my fever. And she did the same for me when I broke my arm. She kept saying, "You're so brave, Ryan." They were the best, weren't they? They taught us so much about love, about sticking together. Yeah, they always said, no matter what happens, you'll always have each other. And they were right. Ryan, do you think they'd be proud of us? Hmm, of course. Look at us, Alex. We've made it this far. We've stuck together, just like they want it. Yeah, I think about them every day, and I'm so grateful. Grateful for everything they gave us, every love, every lesson, every memory. Me too. Even the hard times feel special now because they were there with us. You know, Ryan, I'm glad it was you who shared this crazy childhood with me. We might have fought a lot, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't trade you for anything. Yeah, but not even for the bigger slice of pizza? Okay, maybe for that, but it has to be a very big slice. But honestly, I'm just grateful. Grateful for them, for us, for everything. Me too, Ryan. We've had a life full of ups and downs, but through it all, we've had each other. And I think mom and dad could be happy knowing that. I hope you liked this conversation. If you could improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend. And if you want to support this channel, you can join us or click on the Super Thanks button. Thank you very much for your support. Take care.